Hey guys, quick one for those of you who are finding things challenging, tough, frustrating at the moment. I'm sure that's a fairly hefty lot of you, including myself. Today's been one of those days, lower mood, feeling a bit crappy, a bit unmotivated. I, for example, had been keeping off sugar for more than a week. And I decided to crack today, just to kind of treat myself as a reward for having done so well for a week. It's been quite a long time since I stayed off sugar for any considerable amount of time. And had a donut and immediately felt crap. Like, I felt good up until that point, immediately just sort of crashed. Had a sugar crash, felt crappy, and then allowed my thoughts to kind of run away. And I ended up focusing on all the bad stuff. And it also got me thinking, just to be in this state and to compare it to how good I was feeling up until this point, how good I was feeling through the week, feeling in flow, feeling proud of myself for having stuck to good habits, and now having kind of faltered a little bit, and seeing the difference. It's really noticeable, and it's really amazing how just a little shift in physicality, how healthy you feel, combined with low mood thinking, negative thinking, how it can hold you back tremendously. Motivation out the window, back in cemetery world. But it also got me thinking about the value of tough times. It's a very stoic idea. If you guys have read about the Stoics, Epictetus, Seneca were very good on Stoic philosophy. Obviously very good because they were in the Stoic age, but they talked a lot about, how we can take the bad as good, and in so doing we can live a good life. We don't need to experience life as a series of horrors and joys. We can experience life quite stably, even if we are experiencing subjectively highs and lows, because of course highs and lows are subjective. Highs and lows are only labeled highs and lows because of us. We are the ones putting the label on things and saying, oh, this is really good, this is a great thing happening in my life. Or it could be that something bad is happening and you say this is something bad happening in my life, but to someone else it might actually not be all that bad. It's all subjective. So when, obviously, if we feel terrible and if we feel low mood, it can be difficult. But I want to talk about how we can embrace even those moments where it feels sucky, you feel unmotivated, and you feel like nothing's really going your way. You can see those as opportunities to learn to savor, to learn to enjoy even, to learn to sit with, process the bad, and actually be grateful for the bad moments, or the seemingly bad moments, because if we didn't have any bad things happening in our lives, if we didn't feel low moods occasionally, if we didn't feel frustrated, or if we didn't come up against challenges and blocks and walls and resistance occasionally, we would never be able to enjoy the other side of that, which is those moments when things are going seemingly smoothly, relationships are working for you, business is coming through, and things are going well. You wouldn't be able to really savor those good moments. You wouldn't be able to savor the sunny day if there wasn't a wintry day. You wouldn't be able to savor being on a beautiful island somewhere in a tropical country if you hadn't, experienced a period where you were earning money to be able to go there, and it was maybe difficult while you were earning money, but you can see the contrast. And of course, in contrast, there is beauty. If everything was the same, if everything was sunshine and rainbows all the time, you wouldn't be able to discern the difference between what's good and what's bad, and so everything would be very flat and very mediocre, perhaps, even if everything was going smoothly. And of course, as we all know, when we stay in our comfort zones for too long, that's when you start counterintuitively and perhaps perhaps surprisingly, we start to feel bad because we're not strengthening ourselves, we're not growing anymore, we're not leaning against our edges. So comfort can be the most dangerous place of all to be. But just to get back on point, to those of you who are going through struggles or finding things tough at the moment, maybe you're just having an off day, like I am, and doesn't necessarily mean that the whole day needs to be thrown out. It might just be for an hour where you feel a little bit off. Savor those moments and see whether you can see these times as opportunities for character growth. Okay, so you can choose two options here when things are not going your way. You can either react to it and throw a tantrum and be angry and allow the rumination to take hold, or you can choose the other route, which is, all right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see how we can be creative in this moment. Let's see how we can, instead of reacting, creating. Instead of emotionally gripping to your judgment of the situation in a bad way, in a heavy way. See if you can use this opportunity to open up and breathe through it and even see the good in the bad. If you can do that, if you really think about this in a logical way, if we can turn every challenge into a positive, if we can turn every challenge into an opportunity to relax, to not react, to let go, then we will really have won at life. Like, that is winning the process of life. That's really the ultimate, wouldn't you say? It's a very stoic idea again. This is something that has served mankind for millennia now. This type of thinking. This isn't anything new. This isn't me, innovating on a new idea. This is ancient knowledge. Taking what looks like a challenge initially, you might be triggered by something not going well in your life and thinking, dang it, don't like it. That might last for a second, but those of us who are mature will turn that into an opportunity to breathe. And you might find that seeming obstacle in your way turns into a trampoline that you can jump on and over into the next phase. Hope that helped, guys. Do subscribe to Man Simeon if you like this kind of stuff. I'm going to be... Well, it's just a journey that I'm on here, guys. I'm always keen on feedback on how I'm doing here. Obviously, I could bring in a much more high quality video setup with better cameras and stuff. And I do have a better camera, but sometimes it's just so much easier for me to just pull my phone out while I'm on one of my walks and just spontaneously talk. And I find that the quality in terms of the content tends to come out better that way. But anyway, do subscribe if you like this video. If you... hang on, that wasn't right. Do subscribe. Well, do subscribe if you liked it. Do like the video if you liked it. Smash that like button, as they all say. Stay tuned for more videos on mental health, emotional intelligence, masculinity even. I'm doing a lot more stuff about men's health and men's mental health, men's self-development. I've got a new workshop out called Intuit, INTUIT. Go to alexmathers.net/Intuit to join us in a small group of men to develop our assertiveness, our masculine power, our speaking confidence, and to handle stress together in a kind of low pressure environment. It's going to be great for you. If you want to change your life in a big way, this will be the class for you. That's it from me. Over and out. Peace out.